The increased volatility of the Cardano cryptocurrency, ADA, in recent months as investors in the project wait for evidence of the debut of its delayed Basel update makes it more difficult to make accurate predictions regarding the price of Cardano than it otherwise would have been. In spite of all of this, we have devised an analysis of Cardano's potential future usage centered on the concept that it would produce new millionaires by the year 2025. Therefore, you should be sure to view the entire film and determine for yourself whether or not you are going to be one of them. You have reached Cardano Insider, the place where you will get the most recent information regarding cryptocurrencies, FTSs, and the blockchain. If you want to see more of this kind of content, you should make sure to view the video in its entirety and give it a like. Just a quick message to let you know that we will never ask for your phone number or any other private information. In addition, there is no way that we will communicate with you using WhatsApp. Therefore, kindly keep in mind that the spam comments in the comments section may include fraudulent content. At the beginning of June, the price of ADA was raised, and the update is currently scheduled to take place toward the end of the month. However, it went down in the middle of July because a problem may have arisen that needed to be fixed before the hard fork could go into effect. The price then surged multiple times in late July, but it was unable to sustain any long-term gains beyond $0.50, and so, it had continued to drop along with the rest of the market. Immediately following the failure of the FTX-FTT transaction. In the next section, we are going to investigate some of the forecasts regarding the price of Cardano that were made on November 29, 2022. It is essential to keep in mind that cost estimates are notoriously inaccurate, particularly when dealing with something as potentially volatile as digital currency. In addition, long-term projections of the value of cryptocurrencies are typically derived from calculations, which means that these projections are susceptible to change at any time. A highly pessimistic prognosis was made by First Coindex, which stated that the price of the ephemeral ADA token might decrease to 0.27 for $5 by the 30th of December, and that it could drop to 0.303 for $2 on the 4th of December. The specialized study carried out on the website came to an unsatisfactory conclusion, with 20 of its indications providing discouraging signs and only one producing encouraging ones. Cardano's price could drop to $0.246.60 per coin in January 2022, according to the ADA cryptocurrency price prediction made by Captain Old Coins, before perhaps climbing to $0.4806.60 per coin in November 2023. After then, the website made the prediction that the price of the Cardano will trade at $0.7706 in the year 2025. But that it may thereafter decline to $0.7354 by November 2027. However, the site stated that the price of ADA may go back up to 1.93 by the year 2030, and it made the startling prediction that the price of a Cardano coin might reach 3.85 by the year 2040. Then, PricePrediction.net released an ADA price prediction that was more optimistic for the second half of the decade, estimating that the coin may average $5.78 in 2030, up from $1.01 in 2025 and $0.34 in 2022. This estimation, which was based on a comprehensive analysis with the assistance of computational logic, will finally lead investors to make a purchase. The estimates for the price of Cardinals in 2023 were rather negative, indicating that the currency may experience a significant decrease from its current levels to trade at $0.0209. This was shown by the fact that the forecasts. It is absolutely essential to keep in mind, as late November of that year approaches, that the markets for digital currencies continue to be quite unpredictable. While looking for a prediction of the price of ADA coins. Because of this, it is difficult to accurately forecast what the price of a coin will be in a few hours, and oddly enough, it also makes it more difficult to generate an estimate for the long term. As a direct consequence of this, forecasters and investigators who rely on computations to make predictions are more likely to do so than they should be. If you are thinking about making a speculation in Cardano before you make any decisions on trading, our recommendation is that you always do your homework first. Take a look at the latest recent Cardano news, including in-depth research, trends in the market, and qualified opinions. Because past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results, you should never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Value of the Cardano in 2025 that can be anticipated by allowing for the possibility of a decrease in cost of around $1.809. The possibility exists that the corporation could lose some traders. On the other hand, because of advancements in frameworks for the forecasting of bugs, the price may frequently fluctuate from $2.610 to $3. The most anticipated questions of all time, however, have to do with cards, and they are aware that everyone has their own card. The theory about Dana was ridiculous. At this point, it is difficult to say for certain. The direction that the market takes is of critical importance. It is essential to carry out research on a coin or token in order to determine whether or not it is suitable for your investment portfolio in the volatile and high-risk digital currency markets. Whether or not the token is a suitable resource for you to trade will be determined by the level of risk you are willing to tolerate as well as the quantity you plan to contribute. Wildcard dinos are everywhere, therefore you should never save money that you can't afford to lose. It is difficult to determine destinations, such as price prediction were favorable beginning around November 29, 2022. Nevertheless, any sort of wallet investor was a little bit more cautious. Keep in mind that there is a possibility of costs decreasing as well as increasing, and that value forecasts are typically wrong. In the volatile digital currency markets, it is essential to do research on a coin or token in order to assess whether or not it is the ideal option for your speculative portfolio. The viability of ATS for you is contingent on a number of things, one of which is your comfort level with risk, as well as the amount of money you plan to contribute. Because past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results, you should never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. What did you think of the video that was posted today? Leave a comment below if you have any thoughts or comments about the subject. Be sure to check out the rest of the instructional videos that can be found on our channel. Remember to subscribe to the channel and check back regularly for further videos similar to this one. The increased volatility of the Cardano cryptocurrency, ADA, in recent months as investors in the project wait for evidence of the debut of its delayed Basel update makes it more difficult to make accurate predictions regarding the price of Cardano than it otherwise would have been. In spite of all of this, we have devised an analysis of Cardano's potential future usage centered on the concept that it would produce new millionaires by the year 2025. Therefore, you should be sure to view the entire film and determine for yourself whether or not you are going to be one of them. You have reached Cardano Insider, the place where you will get the most